Yes, sure.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Leo here, CEO and founder of Leo Educations. Welcome to my podcast. And in today's podcast, I have here with me one of our students from our job coaching program, Mr. Hari Kishan. And recently, Hari has done us proud by landing his professional job after joining our program. And I'm bringing him in today to hopefully he can inspire you guys to achieve the same and land your dream jobs as well. So before we start, Hari, for those who don't know about you, can you quickly introduce yourself? Who are you? What did you study? And where do you live at the moment?
Yeah, sure. My name is Hari Kishan. I'm from India. Pretty recently, I finished my graduation from Rmit University in Masters of Electrical Engineering. And I finished my TR, and then I'm right now currently doing my diploma in leadership and management. And right now I just joined a company, and there I have started to work.
Sure. Let's not tell them too much, Hari. You keep it to the last bit. Okay. So tell us. Let's walk us in a little bit back. So when did you come to this country? When did you come to Australia?
Australia, I came around like 2017 during the 2017 June, and then I started my master's from there.
Gotcha. And when you first came here, I guess it didn't take you long to realize that it was not very easy to find a professional job. When did you start to realize that it was not easy to find a job in your own field? When did you realize that?
As soon as I finished my degree, I realized it was not easy, because even everywhere my friends were saying that it is not easy to get a job here in Australia, that at least you need a good qualification, you need skills, and most of all you need recommendations and referrals, which I didn't have much during that time. So it was difficult.
And I guess you also have applied for many jobs at that time. Is that right?
Yeah. I applied many jobs, around like 20 to 30 jobs during that period, and couldn't get through anything of that.
Got you. And how does that make you feel when you keep applying and then you keep getting rejected? How does that make you feel at that time?
After getting rejected for 2 days, I will be like, why is it going like this? And then again, I'll try to reapply and to different companies and everything. Yeah, it was just a standard procedure, like go to a LinkedIn or go to a Seek and start to apply. It will be like an easy apply. Just go through that, go through the rules and responsibilities, and then apply for it. And then within like 2 to 3 days, the results will automatically come in. That's how it was.
All these unfortunately emails start to come in, right?
Yeah. Sometimes even those mails goes into the spam. So really couldn't. Sometimes it is hard to pick it up. That's how it was.
So during those times, I guess you were working in different jobs. Do you still remember what are some of the jobs that you have done?
Well, I have done around like 2 or 3 jobs. So which are like I have worked as a restaurant. In a restaurant, I have worked as a kitchen hand, and then I have worked in a Uber Eats delivery service, and also I have done in a warehouse department as well.
Wow. So you were working in many different odd jobs, I would say.
Many different odd jobs, yeah, I would say, yeah.
And how do you feel when you are obviously an engineer, but you can't find your professional job and you have to work in this odd job? Do you feel disappointed? Do you feel sad? Like, how does that make you feel?
I was kind of disappointed at some level, but during the first time when I entered into the job market, and I was like, okay, I have a job right now, so let me get this, and then I'll try to work it on. But during the course of the time, I just realized it is not going to be easy to find a job in the job market, actually.
So obviously let's rewind. How do you get to know us, by the way? I don't remember this. How do you get to know us?
Actually, we go through the LinkedIn, like
LinkedIn.
yeah, through LinkedIn. Yeah, we approached, and then we spoke, and then through then I joined the job coaching program in a silver package, and from there that's how it started. So it was like a 8 weeks 8 weeks course, and then here we are.
Beautiful. Well done. Well done. So obviously, if we have to tell, if I have to ask you what you learned, and I think you learned a lot from our program, but if we can sum up top three takeaways from our program that you learned, what would be the top takeaways that really change everything for you?
The top three will be like calling the employers, and then doing the walk-in, and then proposing the job that is not even in their list of things that they do through the company. So those are the things. Those are the top three things that I learned apart from what I usually do. From this.
So to say about cold call, I guess a lot of the viewers, they might not understand what is cold call. Can you explain to them what is cold calling?
Yeah, the cold call is simply just calling the employer directly, and then asking them if they have the job opportunity, if they have any position that you can do, and then from there you build up your conversation, and then you move forward to the recruitment manager, recruitment team, and then you fix up an appointment to meet them, and then that's how it goes with the cold call.
And before this program, did you know how to talk to the employer on the phone?
I never heard of a cold call before. I have heard of cold feet, but no cold calls I've ever heard of. True. Yeah.
Good. And obviously it's really made a lot of difference for you, because
it does made a lot of difference actually.
Because of that. And how does it make you feel that that you now know that you can actually pick up the phone and call the employer? Does that make you feel more confident in yourself?
Yeah, it has given me more confidence, and it has given me courage to speak up to an employer, like to a next level, because previously I have, as I mentioned, I have cold feet. Like I never called any employers. I just do the routine work of applying through the LinkedIn and Seek. But right now I have the confidence that I could do better through calling the employer and then letting them know that I'm really interested in that, to put my face to the name.
Now, very good point. And do you think it is something that you need to learn, or do you think that everyone will just know how to talk? Do you think they need to learn from someone like us how to cold call?
I think for not everyone can do the cold calls easily, because you need to have the proper structure to deliver what you wanted to deliver to the employer, to make it work out. So the template and the confidence and everything is important, I would say. The structure of the cold call is everything is that's what makes it a successful cold call, actually. Not just simply calling them and then asking for do you have work, and I can do something like that.
Exactly. And so definitely the scripts, the cold call script that I gave you, was that helpful to know?
Yeah, it was really helpful. It was really helpful.
Beautiful. Now you say about that, and then you talk about the walk-in. So obviously for many people, walk-in could be some scary thing to do. What did I teach you about walk-in, and why do you think walk-in is so important to land your dream jobs?
So as I previously mentioned, it is to put a face to the name. Is so that you can tell the employer that you're not just an A4 sheet paper or just a resume or the cover letter. You are a person who is applying, and then you can connect to them very easily, and then they will really appreciate that you take the effort to come inside the company and then present yourself to have a chat with them, and then like do the needful for the job.
Yeah. And do you remember what we teach you about the walk-in and about the gift thing? Can you tell everyone how does that make everything different for you? Do you remember the gift thing I teach you?
Yeah.
When you walk in?
So just go inside the walk-in and then deliver them with the thank you card and chocolate or whatever feels nice. But at first I was like, really, but then it is a technique. But previously I thought it is kind of childish, but it really works to be sure. Yeah.
And it really changed the dynamic of the conversation, right?
Yeah, they really appreciate that.
Yes, that's right. So one more thing as well is that you talk about the how about the pitch? So obviously, do you remember that I prepare you for the pitch? How to pitch yourself? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember the pitch actually.
Do you think it is important to know how to pitch yourself to the employer?
Yeah, that is really important. That is like that is like the 2 minutes that you are going to give to the employer to show who you really are, because you don't want to waste their time so that they will simply think that you are here for something else. And then you need to pitch yourself so that you are straight to the point what you wanted to say them, and as well as give them more information about you in that particular period of time. So that is really important.
Because for many viewers watching this, I think there might be some misunderstanding. I think there might be people who think that you are have 4 or 5 years of local experience, but you do not have that much experience in your field. Is that right?
I do not have much experience. I just have like 3 months of internship experience, and that's all I could gain from the job market. And then and Leo Education really gave me so many tips and advices on how to change everything from the projects and every assignments that you did to convert it to job experience, which really counts and really matters a lot.
Yes. I remember when you first came to me, you said you have no experience. And then when we sit down together and I start to break down all your other project work, your internship, your assignment.
Yeah, it came from no experience to 2 years of experience. And I was like, really?
I'm like, where the hell does that come from? Right? Well done. Okay, so I think people are very curious now. How did you get this role? So can you walk people through step by step? How did you get this beautiful role in Hobart, Tasmania? Yeah,
so it was like 4 weeks ago that I made a call with the employer and then asked about do they have any kind of role that I could do as an electrical engineer, and they said they have opportunities and they have more, and the company is growing as well, so you can work and you can learn and become an engineer as well. So that's how it started. And then the next week I went for the walk-in and then dropped my resume and cover letter and then pitched myself to the employer who was there. And from there I went through the resume and cover letter to modify it as per the employer and the company. And then that's how it started. And then after 1 week they called me to have an appointment for the interview, and then that's how it goes. Gotcha.
And just recently you finished your trial, right?
Yeah, just today I just finished my trial, and the employer was very happy about it. I did my work really good, and they offered me to come back next week and start the work.
Beautiful. Now obviously, because you are in Tasmania, you know that it's very difficult here. It's even more difficult here than other places.
The mainland. Yeah.
Yes. So do you feel that our support was essential to you? Was that important that you have our support in Tasmania?
It was a key factor, I would say, that really gave me the chance to go into the job market again.
Well done. So you talk about the resume, but your last 2 questions here. You talk about the resume. I remember the first time I saw your resume, I almost have a heart attack because it was so horribly done. Yeah. And luckily, Erin and I, we fixed it up for you. How do you feel about your resume now? Do you feel that it's a lot more beautiful than where it was before?
It is 1,000 times better than what I used to have. It is my resume contains only like bullet points and then underlined like basic stuff what you do in the Word document. And then when I went to Leo and the my resume totally changed like in a professional manner. And I was like, is this my resume? And I was really I was really excited. Yeah,
You cannot recognize yourself.
yeah, I couldn't recognize.
It's like a cosmetic surgery, right? It's completely
Yeah.
makeover. Okay, very good. Now, for those who's watching this, many of them think that my program is similar to, I'm not sure you know this, there's a thing called professional year.
Mhm.
Have you heard of a professional year before? PY.
Well, I saved the money, so I
Good
saved the
stuff.
money. Yeah.
But tell everyone like, but you know what PY does, right? You know what,
Yeah.
what the PY is about.
Yeah.
So do you think my program is the same as PY, or do you think it's miles better than this
Yours is
PY?
much better. Yours will be much better, I would say, because yours is like a practical experience. Like whatever we do, we do it in real time. But I'm not sure how the professional year goes. But this one was like really helpful and efficient as well. Because like you guys were I was really engaged with Leo and his team, so it was really helpful to communicate directly, and there was no delay. Like I'll message them, and then I'll get the reply like 2 days or 3 days after. But it was so instantaneous, and they were really helpful. And then I'll keep on updating them, and they will keep on asking me for details and documents. That's how it went.
Well done, well done. So for those who are watching this right now, and they might be curious, how does that make you feel now, knowing that you get to work in your own field? How does that make you feel?
It feels really good to be back in my engineering field and I'm really excited to look forward to work in that area.
Beautiful, beautiful. I guess it's a lot better than when you work as an Uber driver, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is. But
You
after
told me-
after doing Uber driver, this one seems like a really little bit tiresome, I would say. The starting 2 days of the trial, I was like really tired, but then I think I'll get used to that, so that I pursue my passion.
Sounds good. And also, because you're in Tasmania, maybe you know this, but and also maybe for the viewers as well, that if you guys are planning to migrate to Tasmania, you guys know this, that in Tasmania these days it's important that you must have a relevant and a professional jobs, or at least closely related. So now that you got this this good job, do you think that it also can help you with your nomination, with your visa here as well?
Yeah, it will really help me. It will really put me under the radar. So I think it is really helpful.
Very good, because for a lot of people, one of the biggest challenges when they come to Tasmania is jobs. I think you know this, and that's why too many engineers like Harry, because they don't have the right information, they end up driving taxi, Uber, working in coast and Ulis. But luckily, there's a guy called Leo, and there's a company called Leo Education, and we changed the game, completely changed the game. Last question: for those who's watching this and they are considering joining our program, would you recommend them to join our job coaching program? And if yes, like what are maybe 2 or 3 reasons why you think they should?
Yeah, that they should join, so that they will have the opportunity to land in their professional jobs as well. So because like as I previously said, my previous routine is like just going through the online, but Learly education like completely change your view about the job market and how to find the jobs as well. Because as he used to say, the online jobs that you see on the websites and the LinkedIn's are just 10%, but the rest of them, he will tell you how it is going to be. Yeah.
Sounds good. And I hope that I guess that sorry, so you go, which package you went with us?
I went with the silver package. I went with the silver package.
Do you feel that that is such a good investment? Do you think it's a
I
good
would say that
investment?
is a really good investment.
Yeah, because you got it back just like that, right?
Yeah.
No
Yes.
problem, Harry. I'm so glad to hear your success. I hope you keep up your momentum, and I hope you not stopping here. I want you to see you grow, continue
Sure.
working hard, and please tell your friends about us so that we can help more people, Harry. Because there's a lot of
Okay.
people who are not lucky like you to know me. A lot of them, they are still so trapped in all these, odd jobs without knowing that there is someone who can help. All right. So thanks for today, and we stay in touch. Okay, Harry?
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
you take care. Bye-bye. Bye.